The McDonald brothers built the perfect restaurant. Ray Kroc stole it from them and built the biggest food empire in history. McDonald's serves 69 million customers every single day in over 100 countries. It is the world's largest fast food chain and one of the largest employers on earth. But the story of how it got there is not one of innovation and entrepreneurship. It is a story of theft, lawsuits, the systematic transformation of the American food supply, and the most controversial business deal in restaurant history. The McDonald brothers created the system. Ray Kroc created the empire, and the brothers ended up with almost nothing. This is the real history of McDonald's. Richard and Maurice McDonald opened their first restaurant in San Bernardino, California in 1940. It was a standard drive-in restaurant, car hops on roller skates bringing food to customers' cars. The restaurant was successful, but the brothers noticed a problem. Most of their revenue came from just a few items: hamburgers, fries, and milkshakes. In 1948, they made a radical decision. They closed the restaurant for 3 months and redesigned everything. They fired all their car hops and created what they called the Speedy Service System. The kitchen was reorganized like a factory assembly line. Each person had one specific job. They reduced the menu to 9 items. Prices were cut in half, and food arrived in 30 seconds. They replaced all glass and china with paper bags and disposable cups. When they reopened, the line stretched around the block. The McDonald brothers had invented fast food as we know it today. They franchised their system to a few operators and lived comfortably. They were not ambitious for a global empire. By the early 1950s, they had a single franchise model restaurant in Phoenix designed by architect Stanley Meston. It featured 2 golden arches on the side of the building, purely for visibility from the road. The arches were not yet a logo. They were literally just architectural features to make the building stand out. Richard McDonald drew the original arches design himself on a napkin. Ray Kroc was a 52-year-old milkshake machine salesman when he first visited the McDonald brothers restaurant in 1954. He was there because the brothers had ordered 8 of his multi-mixer machines, enough to make 40 milkshakes simultaneously. When Kroc arrived and saw the operation, he was immediately transfixed. He watched the assembly line kitchen, the 30-second service, the crowds of customers. He told the brothers he wanted to franchise McDonald's nationwide. They were reluctant, but eventually agreed. Kroc became the franchise agent for McDonald's in 1954 and opened his first franchise location in Des Plaines, Illinois on April 15, 1955. From day one, Kroc had a completely different vision from the brothers. The brothers wanted to stay small, maintain quality, and live comfortably. Kroc wanted to cover the country, and eventually the world. The relationship between Kroc and the brothers deteriorated rapidly as their ambitions diverged. The brothers had retained ownership of the original San Bernardino restaurant and were not bound by Kroc's franchise rules. Tensions escalated until Kroc made an offer to buy the entire McDonald's name and system from the brothers. In 1961, he paid them $2.7 million, a significant sum, but one that made them sign a crucial clause. The brothers were promised a 1% royalty on all future McDonald's sales in perpetuity. The lawyers drafted the contract, but the royalty clause was never included in the final document. With full ownership secured, Ray Kroc began building an empire with a business model that was genuinely revolutionary. Kroc's real insight was that McDonald's was not a restaurant business, it was a real estate business. His financial advisor Harry Sonneborn explained it simply: they would buy or lease land, then rent it to franchisees at a profit. McDonald's would make money whether or not the food sold well, because the franchisees owed rent regardless. The company formed a real estate subsidiary called Franchise Realty Corporation to execute this strategy. Today, McDonald's is one of the largest real estate owners in the world, owning land and buildings worth over $30 billion. The franchisee model also meant McDonald's could expand globally without risking its own capital. Franchisees paid an entry fee and a percentage of sales, giving McDonald's revenue from day one of every new location. Kroc was obsessive about consistency: the same burger in every location, cooked the same way every time. He built Hamburger University in 1961, a training center where franchisees and managers were educated in the McDonald's system. Hamburger University has since graduated over 80,000 people and operates internationally. The drive-through window was introduced in 1975, an innovation that transformed McDonald's operations. Today, approximately 70% of McDonald's orders are placed through the drive-through. Ronald McDonald first appeared in 1963, replacing the original Speedy mascot at Kroc's insistence. The character was designed to appeal specifically to children, with research showing that brand loyalty formed in childhood was the most durable form of consumer attachment. By the 1990s, McDonald's had become a target for health campaigners who argued the food was contributing to an obesity epidemic. In 1990, two environmental activists in London distributed a pamphlet accusing McDonald's of various harmful practices. McDonald's sued them for libel in what became known as the McLibel case, the longest-running libel case in British legal history. The case lasted 10 years, and ultimately McDonald's won a technical legal victory, but the public relations damage was catastrophic. The judge ruled that McDonald's food was indeed unhealthy and misleadingly marketed to children. In 2004, filmmaker Morgan Spurlock released Super Size Me, documenting his experience eating only McDonald's for 30 days. His health deteriorated dramatically during the experiment: weight gain, liver damage, depression. The film won the Sundance Film Festival and became a cultural phenomenon. Within weeks of the film's release, McDonald's discontinued its supersize option. The company insisted the decision was unrelated to the film, but the timing made that impossible to believe. McDonald's responded to health criticism by introducing salads, fruit, and low-calorie options. The calorie information on menus, now a legal requirement in many countries, was partly driven by McDonald's controversy. McDonald's also faced major criticism over its use of pink slime, a processed beef product used as a filler in burgers. When this became public knowledge in 2012, the public reaction forced McDonald's to remove it from its U.S. menu. The company faced similar issues in the UK over the use of mechanically separated chicken in its nuggets. McDonald's employs approximately 2 million people worldwide, making it one of the largest private employers on Earth. For most of its history, McDonald's has been synonymous with low wages and difficult working conditions. The term McJob, meaning a low-paid, low-skilled, dead-end position, was added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary in 2003. McDonald's formally protested the inclusion, arguing it demeaned their employees. The Fight for 15 movement, demanding $15 per hour minimum wage, was largely driven by fast food workers, many from McDonald's. In 2015, demonstrations at McDonald's restaurants across America became a flashpoint for the minimum wage debate. McDonald's responded by raising its own minimum wage at company-owned stores, but over 80% of McDonald's are franchised. Franchisees argued they could not afford the wage increases, and McDonald's corporate could not legally compel them. McDonald's has also faced thousands of sexual harassment complaints from workers, with investigations finding systematic problems in its restaurant culture. In 2021, the company agreed to new policies requiring training on anti-harassment, following years of worker advocacy. The paradox of McDonald's employment is that it does provide first jobs, flexible hours, and management pathways for millions. 30% of McDonald's senior executives started as crew members in restaurants. Ray Kroc himself said the best burger flipper is as important as the best officer in the Army. The tension between McDonald's as exploiter and McDonald's as opportunity provider is one it has never fully resolved. The future of McDonald's employment may be automation. The company has been piloting AI ordering systems and robotic kitchen equipment. McDonald's has changed far more than just food. It has fundamentally altered global culture, economics, and even political theory. The Big Mac Index was created by The Economist magazine in 1986 as a light-hearted guide to whether currencies are at their correct levels. Because the Big Mac is made with local ingredients and sold in almost every country, its price comparison reveals currency misalignments. What began as a joke has become a serious economic tool used by currency traders and economists worldwide. The Golden Arches theory of conflict prevention was proposed by journalist Thomas Friedman in 1996. He observed that no two countries that both had McDonald's had ever gone to war with each other. The theory held for 20 years before breaking down during the 2008 Russia-Georgia conflict. McDonald's has adapted to local culture in remarkable ways that reveal as much about those cultures as about the company. In India, where beef is sacred, McDonald's created entirely separate vegetarian and non-vegetarian kitchens. In Japan, McDonald's has become so embedded that Japanese customers call it Makuta Naruto, as if it were a native institution. In France, which has the highest sales per restaurant of any country, McDonald's serves wine and macarons. McDonald's is also the world's largest toy distributor. Happy Meal toys outnumber toys sold by all toy companies combined. The environmental impact of McDonald's is staggering. It is one of the world's largest purchasers of beef, contributing significantly to deforestation. Greenpeace campaigns in the 2000s revealed that McDonald's soy supply for chicken feed was driving Amazon deforestation. McDonald's responded with supply chain commitments that have since been studied as an example of corporate environmental accountability. The McDonald brothers built something perfect in San Bernardino in 1948. Ray Kroc took it, scaled it, and built something unprecedented at the cost of the men who invented it. Today, McDonald's is more than a restaurant. It is a cultural institution, an economic force, and a symbol of everything people love and hate about globalization. 69 million customers every day have made their choice. Whether that choice is good for the world is a question McDonald's has never been comfortable answering. Subscribe to SG Nova Facts for more brand histories that reveal the real stories behind the companies that shape your life.